This is Big Daddy coming at you on a special drive time, coming back from good old Phoenix, Arizona, or sometimes, like I like to say, hell in the cell. Yes, I'm taking the word from WWE's greatest match ever, the greatest gimmick match ever, hell in the cell, and that's exactly what the fuck Phoenix is right now. So yeah, I'm going to complain a little bit, just like everybody else who goes to Phoenix and complains about the damn heat. No, I'm not. Actually, I felt good. I didn't have no achy joints. I didn't have no achy nothing. Actually, I did. I felt good. It was hot. You know, my sister and all of them, they're all like, shit. She goes, doesn't this bug you? Nope. I feel good. My knees didn't hurt. My elbows didn't hurt. My goddamn thumbs didn't hurt. Neck, nothing. But now as I slowly make my way back up this hill, heading towards Flagstaff, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. Even though it is a very, very warm, what is it right now? It's still a very warm 88 degrees. I'm over here, actually I'm just outside of Camp Verde. I'm getting close to, getting back close, well, another maybe hour back to Flagstaff, and all is well. But there's one thing I did notice though. I need to come visit my family way more often down in Phoenix. It's one thing to always, you know, I mean, honestly, it's easy to say that, well, you know, you guys can come up here, you know, you guys got working vehicles. And I know who I sound like when I say that shit, and I don't like it. If we're family, it doesn't matter. I'm going to start visiting my family down in Phoenix. This was a special trip, especially to go see my sister, because she's not feeling too hot. She's going through some stuff right now. I'm going through some stuff right now, regardless. I can't even talk right now because I'm I'm in a relaxed mood. Every time I visit my sister, I get relaxed. She's one of my best friends, and I love her to death, man. She really is. She is really one of my best friends, just like my sister Taryn was to me. She was good to me. I could talk to her about anything, just like with my sister. I could talk to her about anything. She won't go spill the beans. She won't go blab her mouth. She won't, you know, especially if I tell her, hey, sis, quiet as kept. This is between us. All right, brother, I got you. This is between us. And she'll keep it that way. I have told her so much shit. And she knows half of the shit that's happened over the course of my life, well, both of our lives, because, well, she's my foster sister, okay? My mom legally adopted her at the age of 15, yeah, at the age of 15. And, you know, she has a brother too, Troy. He's my brother as well. No, he wasn't adopted, but by extension, because she's my sister, he's my brother. And that's the way it is. Their kids are my nieces and nephews. I love them to death. And then they gave me great nieces and nephews, and one of my nieces is about to have her first one. The other one, she's about to have her first one, and guess what? I'm going to be another great uncle. I love it by the pound, man. But I had to go check her out. I had to go see her. Mostly because I've missed her. I haven't seen her since her wedding. I haven't seen her since her wedding. We've talked. We've done different calls and video chats and stuff like that, and I'm proud of her. Except she's going through some shit. So am I. We sat there. We talked. We talked. We gossiped. We gave each other support. We gave each other encouragement. The whole nine. Most of all, I know I said this 1,001 times already, but I've missed her. We were talking about all the parties we ran from when we were younger and shit like that. We'd hang out. Everyone would come around the house, and of course we'd get in trouble because there was one of my other brothers who'd fuck up, and we had to end up, you know, taking the fall for a lot of his bullshit, especially me, which I got tired after a while, which I don't take the fall for his ass no more anymore. I know some of y'all can probably think, well, that's your brother, man. No, I ain't supposed to do shit. I ain't supposed to do a fucking thing, especially when I get in trouble all the damn time. Man, fuck that. That nigga on his own. I know my sister's going to hear this. She go, oh, you can't be that way. But she understands. Most of all, she just she's that Jiminy Cricket consciousness on my shoulder at times when she's like, hey brother, hey, you acting out of pocket. Please, chill out, pull back a little bit, use your head. You got a good brain. Don't let these cats out here get to you. And I listen. She's my, like I said, she's my true partner in crime. And it's funny because we don't have to see each other for years, or not even. Actually, it's not even fucking years. But there was a time I didn't see her for almost, I want to say almost 2-3 years. But we kept in touch. We called and stuff like that. And when I really got to see my niece and nephew, they were grown, man. They were huge. But I also remember when we were growing up, when she was in high school, I was already done, graduated, and she was bound and determined to leave for Phoenix. She was set. She was ghost. She kept telling me, brother, come on, come with me. She told me that for 10 years. Come with me to Phoenix. And we were talking about that. I was like, you know what? I really wanted to, but if I did, I don't think I know for sure I wouldn't have had Anthony. Or maybe I would have had Anthony. He would have just been a different person than he is now. Me personally, I would have been, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'd have been fine with that. I really would have been fine. The one thing I should have done, like she told me to do, brother, grab Anthony, you can come live with me. We can raise the kids together. They can be close just like me and you are. And of course, I didn't do it for various reasons, which I'm tired of talking about and hearing about, especially from my damn mouth. It's funny because, we did talk about it, about the way our kids were raised. In Phoenix, everyone kept saying that, oh no, you can raise your kids down there, you're asking for trouble. Nika, my niece Nika, and Lamar, my nephew, never went to jail, juvenile, nothing. They were active. She kept them busy, and they turned out to be excellent human beings. There's something about Flagstaff that fucks people up. Well, for one, it's a small ass town with nothing to do. Okay, all the fun, all the entertainment that used to be there for kids, they fucking took it, man. There's nothing there no more. And a lot of folks are like, well, no, you can't blame entirely Flagstaff. No, yes, I can, because they took everything away to satisfy the goddamn tourist industry. And if there are things that go on, they only want certain groups, certain financial groups, so to speak, to have access to said activities, which is bullshit and is fucked up. I tried to get my son to do all that, but unfortunately, I can't blame all his friends, because kids are going to get bored. When they're bored, they're going to do different shit. And just like us, we were bored too. We did different shit. We were trying to experiment, try to keep the boredom out of our lives. I was into reading and writing. I was into computers and stuff like that. So that kind of helped me. Where I messed up at, and just like my sister said, my downfall was trying to keep up with all the knuckleheads, because mom said, just go out there and make sure your brother's not getting into trouble. And I'm like, well, what about me? My problem was I always gave in because I always wanted to be viewed as the good one. And the only thing that did was trying to be the good one, but it got my ass used by everybody, all my family, shit like that, because they knew, well, grandma said that you have to do this. And a lot of them knew that my grandma raised me. Well, technically, my grandma is my mother. And a lot of folks knew that whatever she said went. And I did. I protected a lot of folks as best as I could. And then I just got tired of that shit one day. And my sister told me, I'm surprised you lasted that damn long trying to be good towards everybody. And I said, yeah. It got exhausting. And she goes, and now, how do you feel about all this stuff now? And I just told her flat out, I'm learning to let people go who are not good for me. And I told her the last couple of years I've learned to let people go who are not good to me or good for me. Does it hurt? Of course it does, because we don't want to lose people. No one wants to lose people, but at the same time, what matters more, our peace or the people? My peace means everything to me now. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. They excuse my language, but fuck them. They ain't worried about me. They ain't worried about nobody else. They're not worried about if someone else goes to jail and stuff like that. They're just worried about them, because as I've learned, well, I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm just happy I got to see my sister, my road dog. She is, like I said, she's my best friend. I love her to death. I don't ever want anything bad to happen to her. But being as this is life, sometimes shit has to happen in order for us to grow. Sometimes bad things have to happen to us just to see how we handle it. I know that's not the way a lot of folks want their lives to go, tragedy after tragedy or bad shit happening just for growth. But that is life. Chaos gets introduced. Do we harness it or do we cave into it? Do we use it for building or do we use it for, do we use it to break us? How we choose to use that energy is entirely up to us. Last couple years, I've learned to harness that chaos. Embrace the chaos, work with it, own it, because it's energy. It's there for us to use. It's there for us to conquer and help us grow. And that's exactly what she's doing, especially with what she's going through right now. I just had to go reassure her she's not doing this alone. My brother, he's my brother-in-law, but I don't have in-laws. I don't have steps. I have brothers and sisters, and he's a good cat. He's good to her. He loves her. He's with her every step of the way. I tell him too, hey, you're not in this alone. Call us for anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But then again, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I might be up anyway. Honestly, I might be up. Just call me. Same thing with my niece Nika. She has he's not new, but to me he's new boyfriend, and he's damn good to her. And I had to tell her to knock it off, can the cuckoo a little bit, okay? He's not your punching bag. He's there. He's trying to love you, but if you end up unleashing his beast, man, hey, you only brought it on yourself. And no, I don't mean he's gonna harm her physically. He's too calm. He's very stoic, and I like that. Like today, I was observing him, and he was probably wondering why is he just staring at me sometimes. It's because the way he handles himself, the way he kept calm, the way he kept, she would, her cuckoo was flying off the clock and shit like that, and he was patient with her, and it reminded me of me, and well, yeah, it reminded me of me, and I sat there thinking, now, is that how I am? Is this how I am with a lot of my family and friends? Just very calm, very patient. I laugh with them. I joke with them. I love them, but I'm also very, very calm, very loving, being that person, being that rock that they need, especially for myself, especially when I know that my cuckoo is not fully, dialed in. I'm telling you, small family reunions make for great dynamics, boy. That's all I want to say, folks. Thank you for listening. Thank you for riding with me as I go back home. As I get closer to Flagstaff. Right now it's 75 degrees. Last night, man, I think it got down to about 47. So that's how I know we're starting to head into the fall season. And of course, there's the people complaining, oh, well, goddamn, it's just going to skip fall and go into winter, huh? Yes, you motherfuckers ought to know by now how Flagstaff is. Flagstaff can snow tomorrow. That's how crazy Flagstaff weather is. And already, Farmer's Almanac is already predicting snow in 2 weeks, and which wouldn't surprise me. There's other places that have gotten snow, like up north. I think Billings, Montana, and some places around Idaho already got snow. Some places in Canada already got snow. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. If we're gonna get snow, let's do it. And don't stall, don't delay. Let's do it. So I'm kind of excited for this snowfall, because I won't be here for the next one. I'm actually, like I said, and I've put a stamp on it. I'm moving to California so I can be closer to my son. Hopefully he'll enjoy it too, just like I will. I have a destination in mind. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I want this to happen. And when you spread too much of your information out there, there's people out there who start spreading the energy for your downfall. And I already have enough of those. I already have enough people trying to put a damper on my shit and not put enough good energy towards me. But the people who have good energy towards me, good family and friends, I love them to death. So, and I know who's listening. I know who's doing that for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I really do. It's time I step into this person really, really big time. And I already have. I've completed some stuff. You'll get to see it here soon. Well, actually, if you've gone on my Instagram, you've already seen it. And it's all coming along pretty well. Stories. A lot of old stories I just had sitting around that I was thinking, okay, could I tailor this to today's crowd? Because let's put, for instance, I wrote a story about 10 years ago, and the story fit the attitude and the energy of that time. I should have put it out then, but I had a big fear of, well, what if people don't like it? What if people this? What if people that? And my whole attitude back then was, nah, fuck these people. I'm doing this for me. But as I started finishing it, I was thinking, okay, can I make money off of this? I want this to be my living. I want this to be my lifestyle. I want this to be who I am. Because I don't want to be a massage therapist. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. And here I am, a massage therapist with my hands on my elbows all fucked up. It's amazing, because I rechanneled that energy. I expanded the story several stories, and I finished them. I went ahead and I just like, okay, so let's eliminate this. Let's eliminate this. Let's update this. Let's put this here. Let's put that there. Boom. 3 stories, and they're all novellas, maybe about 50 to 75 pages. Why novellas? Because people's attention span are shit nowadays. Thanks to social media, thanks to TikTok, thanks to these quick news reels that you see. Yeah, people's attention span is shit. Unless you're like, George R.R. Martin, who writes these like 500-page books and shit like that, and Stephen King with his big long ass novels. And some people will sit down, they'll read them in little bits and pieces. But I also know I also know how my writing style. It's a very comic book oriented style, where it's like, oh, okay, here's what's going to happen in this issue, and this is going to happen in this issue. And the way I write my novellas, they're long graphic novels. Kind of good on detail, but I'm more of a storyteller than a actual plot-oriented person. And I ain't gonna lie, I love my voice. I love the way I write. I love the way, sometimes if I write in first person, I love how the characters go into detail themselves, almost like they're writing a letter, like they're writing in a diary. Or how I do it, I pick a person who would really like this story. And usually it's a different aspect of myself, but I've written let's call them letters. I do write my stories as letters to different family and friends, and they'll never receive them because I'm just using them as the person who I'm writing the letter to. So I write them the letter, then I go into the editing mode, and I really don't have to edit that much because it's, like I said, they're letters. And if I do have to edit, it's to expand on something, which is a lot sometimes. And then I go into the chapter paging process, which is another pain in the ass. But hey, I want to do it all. I do it all. And for those who've seen my poetry books, I do the covers, I do the inside, outside, I do it all. because it's stimulating to me. It's fun as fuck. Well, my friend said, well, what happens if you make it big? I'm still going to do it the same damn way. Well, shouldn't you order, what they say, shouldn't you order someone like a graphic artist online who goes to this website or who works on this website? You can order them to do this, do that. No, I'm going to do it my way. That's not what I think at all. I'm going to do it my damn way. Yes, there's that control issue, Philip, right there. Shit. I know exactly how I want these books to look. I know how I want the insides to look. I know exactly how I want this some bitch paced and done everything. No, don't tell me, don't you think? No, I don't think. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm getting close to home. I passed 3 highway patrols so far. I didn't realize how fast I was going. I better get off this because I was hauling ass. 75 miles an hour. You can go 5 to 7 miles over. I think I was going a little faster than that because one of them turned on his lights and I think he thought about it. He was like, nah, let just, maybe he'll slow down, which I have. So I'm going to get off this, folks. Thank you for the drive time home with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being you. I love you. And as always, mwah! Peace.